I drove right from the game to the batting cage. So I drove right from Cincinnati. I got to the batting cage at 10:30 at night. Frank was waiting for me. It was cage I grew up hitting in. Put in my tape. He made a comment. He goes, wow. So now I've been struggling for 2 months. I can't figure it out. Puts in the tape right away. He goes, man, look how tense you are.
And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top and keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. The good life, good life. Oh, good life, good life. Good life,
Boom, coming in hot, Chinchy. What's going on, brother?
Coming in hot. Wait, what's this new T-shirt? Love one another. Ah,
Love one another, bro. I've had this for a long time. This is clean. I don't even know. It's a shirt that I've always had, but I always like it, dude. I'm looking for good vibes, bro. At the end of the day, the environment you create, I got a quick line for you. There's a book that I was reading called Legacy by the All Blacks. The New Zealand rugby team, right?
yeah.
And you know how they do the thing that they do,
Yeah.
right? And so their motto is better people make better All Blacks. Right.
Oh,
and their big thing is sweep the sheds. They all do the dirty work. And I was saying that one of the things I used to love about when I was in college, and I think we talked about this too, is, after every practice, I would rake first base and the second baseman would rake second, shortstop would rake. And it was just something about, hey, we're all doing the dirty work together. We're all in this together. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. So I love that. You want to be a great baseball player, create a great environment, become a better person, create an environment of who do you hang out with? What do you think? How do you sleep? How do you eat? How do you move? All that stuff. That's a big deal. So I love that phrase. And better people make better blacks, or better people make better baseball players, make better CEOs, make better, you know what I mean? So start becoming the person that you want to become, and then you'll succeed in any profession you're doing. Even as a student, better people make better students, right? Because you're going to work harder. You're going to, have good energy, all that stuff. So I love this shirt, love one another, because, I feel like it's I don't know, there's something about when I look at it all day long, that's the environment I think in my mind, and love the people you see today.
I love that, dude. That gives me a nice transition into what we're going to start the show with, and it's the Yankees sweeping the Phillies. But I want to go back to 2 nights ago, because specifically what you're talking about, better people make better everything. Clay Holmes had a rough night a couple nights ago, and Yankees fans have been killing this guy.
Right.
By the way, you had Mariano Rivera for 15 years. Everybody's shut up. There is no other Mariano Rivera. We are spoiled, very, very, very spoiled Yankees fans. And he was getting crushed. And then that night, Aaron Judge came out with hardcore, he got a little serious, and he's like, that's my closer. That's our entire team's closer. We have his back. He's the guy we want on mound. He's the best closer in baseball. Boom, 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 boom. And then, of course, Holmes comes in yesterday, and they asked him about it, and he's like, God bless Aaron Judge. Yeah, these are my boys, and I'm glad that they have my back. It's the exact same point. It's good people. Aaron Judge is the captain. Jake Chisholm came there, and everybody's like, oh, what is his attitude? How's he going to? No, you got Aaron Judge in that locker room, dude. You got Giancarlo Stanton in that locker room.
They're creating the environment, man. You think about, you want to win, create the environment. Don't worry about the results. You create a good environment, results are going to be there. If you have the talent and you create a good environment, those are the winning teams. They just are. Every year, you always see they got some fun thing the winning teams are always doing. They're creating an environment of fun. That's why Aaron Judge, no. That's our guy. Jazz Chisholm, man, we're fired up to have him. Do you see Jazz Chisholm, what he says? He didn't love playing in Florida, dude. He never felt comfortable in Miami, never felt welcomed. He had the whole thing at the beginning of the year about talking about a couple players that, he just never felt welcome. Dude, you go into the Yankee clubhouse with Aaron Judge and those guys, you're going to feel welcome. Giancarlo Stanton and LeMahieu and Volpe, these are good people, man. The environment, Cashman, Aaron Boone, the environment he sets, that whole coaching staff. Louis Rojas at third and Chappie over there at first and and everybody. I mean, everybody in that staff. James Rowson and all these guys, Casey Dykes. I'm just saying, like, Aaron Judge sets the standard. He sets the environment. So a guy like Clay Holmes who goes and gives it up, dude, that doesn't feel good when you give it up for your team because you're out there fighting for those guys. But I tell you what, Clay Holmes is an all-star. And for Aaron Judge to say that, he's the leader. He sets the environment for all those guys. So they know, hey, listen, we don't need to play tight. We can play loose because we all have each other's backs and we're all trying our best. And at the end of the day, if you punch out with the bases loaded, if you give it up with the game on the line, if you don't have a hold, if you boot a ball, hey, let's get him tomorrow, guys. Let's get him tomorrow because that's how we do it here with the Yankees. So I love that. Aaron Judge sets an environment that creates results, and they just showed it by sweeping the Phillies.
Yeah, and here's a microcosm of what you're saying. And you always talk, what do you say? You run towards the storm.
Run towards the storm, charge. Like a breakthrough pro, charge. Charge it.
Charge it. Breakthrough pro, charge it. Okay, who's doing that right now? DJ LeMahieu has been, like, they literally were trying to replace him. Understandably, he's struggled so much. Aaron Boone said, he is important to us. I'm not giving up on him, blah, blah, blah. Dude comes out, crushes it yesterday. And again, team has his back, all the things you're saying. And he made a statement. He had a quote. He said that, I feel like I'm onto something. Sean, you're a hitter. This dude was a batting champion. He's an all-star. He's a freaking stud, dude. And he's been around the league forever. The Yankees have had their downs. He's had his downs. Now the Yankees are coming up. This guy's got, what do you have, 9 hits yesterday in one game?
Yeah. Yeah. Serving 6 runs.
Sean, you're a professional baseball hitter, career 302 hitter. What does that mean, what he said, where I feel like I'm onto something?
Oh man, that's a great quote because I know that feeling. I remember in 2000, I was struggling so bad, Chinch. I just had a huge year in 1999, 332, 25 pumps, 99 ribbies, scored 100 runs, all-star. Remember coming into 2000, I was like, man, I just couldn't get it going. I couldn't find my swing. It was so frustrating. And I remember I came back on a Sunday night game. I called my hitting coach here, Frank Porco in Pittsburgh, and I drove home to tape with him. I go, Frank, I'm coming in. Had 2 VHS tapes, Chinch. I go, can you meet? I drove right from the game to the batting cage. So I drove right from Cincinnati. I got to the batting cage at 10:30 at night. Frank was waiting for me. He was cage I grew up hitting in, put in my tape. He made a comment. He goes, wow. So now I've been struggling for 2 months. I can't figure it out. Puts in the tape right away. He goes, man, look how tense you are. Tension's poison. He goes, you got to relax. You got to relax, and a lot of this will clean up and just slow down. Your bat path will be better. And he goes, and one thing I'm looking at is your back elbow. Your back elbow is casting out because of the tension, and it's causing you to be around the baseball. I was like, wow. And I remember having that feeling. LeMahieu has, oh, I'm onto something. This is the first time I feel like I'm onto something. Sure enough, bam, hit all night with Frank, all the next day, and then the next day I drove home to back to Cincinnati. We're playing the Cardinals that night. They bring in a lefty, Mike Matthews, to face me. Bases loaded, Carly. Bases loaded, right? And I'm like, okay, just slow down, be relaxed. Make sure that elbow's riding my body. Make sure the elbow's riding my body. Get a 2-2 slider. I hit a freaking rocket into the gap, dude. Clears the bases. I'm on second. It's like, and we're on ESPN that night. I just feel like, oh my God, I'm on to something. Next at bat, rocket. Dude, I hit 395 in this. Oh no, I hit 385 in the second half. I led baseball. I think I was second. Richard Hidalgo went off too. But I was like second. Dude, I had 16 pumps. I had 10 homers in September. I had 30-some RBIs. And it's all that feeling that LeMahieu said, I'm on to something. I knew I was a great hitter. I just couldn't figure it out. I couldn't, so I don't know if somebody said something to DJ. DJ works his butt off in the cages, has a great routine he does every day. And it's sometimes that one swing after you put the work in, right? After you put in the work in, that invisible work, invisible gains, you're like, oh my gosh, oh, there it is. And then as a hitter, when you feel like you're onto something, and then you go out and hit a grand slam, 6 RBIs, and dude, now the confidence starts to swing, and all of a sudden you're like, you can turn your season around. How many guys have had terrible first halves and then great second halves? Don't forget, DJ LeMahieu basically missed most of spring training and most of the first half with this injury. This is spring training for him these last few weeks. And dude, trying to get your swing right when you're in the big leagues facing these savages night in and night out is not easy. So I love that, man. For DJ LeMahieu to say, I'm on to something, I've been there, dude. I've been there. And when you're on to something, there's not a better feeling in the world as a big league hitter when you're on to something and you start to get results.
I love it. And let's put a bow on this. Guess what? He could have been pinch hit for a couple times over the last couple days. And guess what? His guy, Aaron Boone, did not pinch hit for him because he said, I need him. That's DJ LeMahieu. That's a batting champion all-star. You don't give up. You don't quit on your family. You don't quit on your family.
No, right? No. And one of the great things about that, Chinch, is that Boone's been there, done that. The great thing about having a manager that has failed at the big league level and just all you want is your managers that keep throwing me out there, man. I'm going to get it. Keep throwing me out there.
Aaron Boone was benched for a week because he couldn't hit a baseball or see a baseball in 2003 and then came in and hit one of the biggest home runs in the history of the
Yankees. So, exactly. There you go. There you go, dude. So there's no, as a player, you know, you just want your manager keep getting me out there. The only way I'm going to get out of it is I'm going to hit my way out of it. I can't hit my way out of it on the bench. Like, keep throwing me out there. And listen, in this industry where it's, you know, even more so nowadays, what have you done for me lately? You can give up on guys quicker than ever before. So for Booney to look at LeMahieu and go, no, the back of the baseball card doesn't lie. He's not going to be this bad all year long. He's going to get it going at some point. But last night, maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Yeah, and so now we organically have a theme to this show today because there's another guy, Jackson Holliday, top of the Apple, whatever you want to put him on. He could have been on top of the Empire State Building with how much hype this guy had, came up with the Baltimore Orioles and literally was like, I don't know, what was he, like 3 for 36 or whatever?
Yeah.
3 days ago, Sean, you and I are like, is he going to get traded?
Yeah.
Traded. Guess what? Doesn't get traded. Has to get called up. Injuries on a baseball team. By the way, baseball teams you get hurt. You need depth on a baseball team. Now he is in the heart of one of the biggest pennant races in any lifetime that he'll ever even have. What's he do yesterday? Boom. Goes deep. And didn't just go deep. He went deep.
Grand slam. Not only to go deep, he hit a grand slam on the Utah Street, which guys don't do that either. Like, you know, he's like the second guy ever to do it, besides Robbie Grossman or something that for his first home run ever. But dude, he also said something, you know, talk about LeMahieu saying, I think I found something. Ben McDonald after the game yesterday asked Jackson Holliday, hey, you know, what did you learn going back to the minors after, you know, having your struggles out here? First thing he said, which any great hitter is going to say, I had to start going the other way. I had to start going the other way again. I had to find the other way again. And when I see that pitch he hit yesterday, he got down 0-2 and he hit a slider, backup slider. If you're not thinking left center, you don't hit that ball to right field, right? Because that bat path was perfect. A click out front, bam, there's your grand slam. So, and also, dude, you can't teach experience. I don't care what you say. You're a great prospect. You're a number one prospect. Coming up to the big leagues. Dude, the third deck in the big leagues. The crowds are a little louder. Expectations are a little higher. He started his first games at Fenway Park. Then he comes to Baltimore. Like, hey, man, take a step back. Nothing better than getting punched in the face sometimes. You know, like we talk about that breakthrough pro mentality. You got to charge. When you're going to get punched in the face. I think one of the things is a lot of times in life we think we're exonerated from those storms and stuff. No, look for them. They're coming for all of us in little ways and big ways in life at times. And Jackson Holliday did exactly that. He said, you know what? Get me back up there. And the fact that I didn't do well the first time, good. I'm going to keep moving forward and keep charging and keep my confidence and make adjustments. And I'm going to go up there and become one of the best players in the big leagues, like I know I can be. So that's another great, you got to be resilient, brother, in this sport, period. If this sport is not for everybody, it just isn't. It will eat you alive. The failure in this sport is at an all-time high, right? You have to be able to show up, and when you're not doing well, continue to charge, because at the end of the day, it's you versus you. No one can help you in that batter's box, Chinch. Nobody. Nobody can help you. And at the end of the day, your self-talk better be on point. The way that you show up with your breath better be on point. The way that you think about yourself confidence-wise when you're 0-4 with 3 punch-outs. No, I'm getting them tomorrow. The storm's coming. I'm ready for them, right? And so, like, you have to have that mentality. So I love it. And Jackson Holliday grew up in a household with Matt Holliday and their dad, his grandfather. These guys are baseball people. And they're the guys telling you, keep going, keep charging, because this sport's not for everybody, bro. It ain't for everybody. And it's for the strong, right? The strong and the tough and the resilient and the people that can handle failure, they're the ones that succeed in this sport. And if you can't, I'd hate to say it, dude, you get eaten up. It's the bottom line.
I love it. First of all, energy, great. Second, bonus points for using the word exonerated in this. Fantastic. Third, I'm going to give you another one. This is great. This is all into the hitting and the mindset and all that kind of stuff, like you're saying. Another quote from Jackson. They asked him what the difference is, what your mindset was coming back up after failing. And he said, quote, just try to keep it simple. The last time I was up here, got myself trying to do a little bit too much. Expound upon that.
That's it, man. I mean, the simpler, the better. I was just talking to somebody yesterday about approach, and I was like, my approach was, it was see the ball, be easy, hammer it. And if I got too away from that, that's when you get into trouble. Here's another thing. I'm on a roll, bro, because my mind's going. But at the end of the day, everyone goes up there with different mechanics. Like, okay, like I'm a bat tipper. I got my hands back. Where's my feet? All that stuff. Like at the end of the day, if you want true confidence, confidence comes in the cages, right? Confidence comes in the cages where you're hitting every single day. And so you're getting those mechanics right, where I can go into the game and focus on the ball. So many times we're like, oh, we're so worried about mechanics. When you were in the backyard playing wiffle ball when you were 10 years old, Chinch, did you know anything you were doing? But you probably hit rockets, line drives, a lot of it. So did I. Then all of a sudden you start to learn, that's where paralysis by analysis, sometimes you could overthink this thing. At the end of the day, these guys have elite eye-hand coordination. They're there for a reason. That baseball is the most important thing, dude. Are you seeing it at that last 10 feet where it's on a cut? Where is it cutting so that maybe it's a take, so it's a ball, or maybe it didn't cut enough and you hammer it for a rocket? Or are you seeing that last two-seamer? You face a guy like Clay Holmes, you better be on him late because that ball is diving late, right? You gotta make sure that your eyes are locked in. So like we overcomplicate this sport so much at times, especially baseball, because there's so many mechanics going on. No, dude, you got to focus on that baseball. The baseball is the most important thing. The confidence is done on your own. The confidence is done off that tee. The confidence is done in the cages on the batting practice. When you get in that game, it's time to trust your eyes, see the ball, and let it fly.
I love that, dude. It's a great point. Yesterday, I was actually watching the Mets game during the day yesterday, and they're facing Severino, who throws 1,000 miles per hour, and what's his name up there? Byron Buxton is up there, and he's had his ups and downs or whatever. And Severino missed right down the middle, and Buxton hit it like 900 feet. But I'm like, how many times do you miss that pitch when your head's not, when you're thinking?
Oh,
when you're not thinking, you crush it. And he did it. He must be in a good spot. Like I actually was watching. I'm like, God, imagine like it stinks when you like he totally missed literally middle, and Buxton hit it 900 feet. But you missed that pitch. That's what baseball's so hard, because you miss that pitch because you're in your head, right?
You're in your head. Oh, dude, you missed so many of them in your head. I remember one of the most locked in I was ever was in 2004. There was a stretch there. I was just, I don't think I went 2 games in a row without a hit. It was incredible. I get a hit. I never went 2 in a row for so long. I remember Ryan Friel, God rest your soul, Friel, great guy. He was asking me one day, we're in batting practice, dude, Case, what are you thinking? How are you hitting the ball so hard? How are you not, going a couple of days without hits? And I go, you know what, man? I go, I'm looking for the pitch down the middle and I'm looking to hammer it. That's all I said. He goes, really? That's what you're thinking? I go, yeah, dude. I go, I'm looking for the pitch down the middle. I'm looking to I'm looking to be nice and easy, but I'm looking to hammer it. And what happens is when you look for the pitch down the middle, the ones on the edges sometimes start to look down the middle. You trick yourself. And then you're like, and you might hit a rocket and you go look at the film. And you're like, man, that ball was like middle away black. And I hit a bullet to left field, but it looked like it was down the middle. But because where your focus goes, your energy flows, right? So like I start focusing on the middle of the plate and looking for the ball there. It might not be right down the middle, but it's somewhere on the plate. I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to hit with confidence. I remember saying that. I was like, that's the simple thought process I had at a time where I was so locked in my career.
Say that again. Where your focus, what?
Where your focus goes, your energy flows, dude. Where your focus goes. What's your intention? If you're just up there and you go, hey, I'm looking for the fastball. Where are you looking for the fastball? I was looking for the fastball right down the middle. Down the middle, right? Like, so if you have no intention of why you're doing stuff, well, then you're not going to be as focused and as fine.
That's awesome. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. That's a good tattoo for somebody who's in a bad.
Yeah. And listen, and one other thing, you only have so much energy, so it better be focused, right? It better be. Your brain wants to conserve energy. That's why creating good habits, leads to that. But I'm saying, even as a hitter, I got to have good habits and good thought process where I only have so much energy. It better be focused. It can't just be energy.
That's hot. All right, I love it. I love it. All right, dude, I got energy. I got focus too. We got our boys over at Believe now. We're getting fired up.
Let's go. Yes.
Okay. I got an idea for a segment. We're going to do it. I'm going to say this. We're going to brainstorm this together with all of you fans because I came up with this morning and I got an idea for it. Okay. We're going to do another little rapid fire. We got the 90-90, by the way, which we got to bring back more. I think.
Yeah, the 990 was great.
We got to bring back 990, but I got a thing, right? Okay. So I was like, hey, let's do a little rapid fire thing today. And I'll come up with some crazy questions. Everybody knows people that know me know I'm out of my mind. So I do come up with some quirky stuff every once in a while. I got 5 questions and I'm thinking 5. What can I do with 5? What can we do with 5? Oh, who do I know? Trying to think all through all the things. Then I'm thinking, let's just call it the 5-way. Okay. This is going to be a new segment on the show. Here's what I call it.
Maybe call Skyline Chili at some point.
Here we go. So why am I calling it the 5-way, Sean? You can explain because this is why I thought of it. What does the 5-way mean to Sean Casey when I say,
oh, as soon as you say 5-way, it goes to Skyline Chili, good old Cincinnati. Get this unbelievable plate of spaghetti. They put this awesome sweet chili on top with about 7 pounds of cheese. That's the 3-way, but I don't like the 3-way. I like the 5-way. You get some nice beans on there with some onions, and I like to put some of that Skyline hot sauce in with a side of chili. Let's go. That's the ultimate 5-way.
So that's a 5-way. I'm sending this to you, 5-way folks, so you will actually hear me sending this when I send it to you, because we would like you to sponsor this segment if it moves forward. Okay. Are you ready for it? You're ready for the first 5-way rapid fire segment?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, here we go. We're going to start right here. NL Cy Young betting odds right now are Sale plus 110, Skeens plus 180, Wheeler plus 400. Who is Sean Casey putting his money on?
Wow, this is a good one. I think I'm so grateful to see Chris Sale having the year he's having, but I really believe, dude, with the Buccos in the race with 2 months to go and a sprint down the way, with Paul Skeens having a 190 ERA and just going to another level, I have a feeling that Paul Skeens could actually win this Cy Young.
I agree with you. I also think it's really cool to see the old GOAT and Sale down the stretch, like, oh, could he break down? And then Skeens, the upstart, whatever. Oh my God, are they going to shut him down? It's a good dynamic. I'm rooting for both of them, both having great years, and I really appreciate what Sale's done this year. What a battle for him coming back. All right, number 2. If only one of these teams makes the playoffs, which is it? And I'm talking National League. Cardinals, Pirates, Giants, Reds, Cubs, all within 6.5 games of a wild card spot.
Dude, I'm going to have to say the Pirates. I think the way they're playing right now, they just sent a big message to the Astros. With Skeens going every 5th day with that with the rotation, the way it's been. Keller, I know Jones is banged up a little bit, but Ortiz has pitched well. They got a couple guys in the bullpen. They just added De La Cruz and Isaiah Falefa into that lineup. I just feel like the Buccos, the way Derek Shelton has those guys playing, I think they got the best chance.
All right. Life on the line. Which of these guys do you pick to get a hit to save your life right now?
Is Aaron Judge on there?
Well, I'll give the other guys.
Okay.
Rays, Kwan, Witt, Otani, Soto, Judge.
Bro.
You got to take it.
You don't even have to give me a list. If there's one guy in the world, and if he knew my life was on the line, Judge is getting a hit. If he knew anybody's life's on the line that he loves, he's getting a hit for him. So I'm putting my life on the line. If I'm, I've been kidnapped or something, I need Judge to get that hit for me.
Done deal. Okay, this might be the most difficult question. Better 80s movie, and you and I are both big aficionados. Can't Buy Me Love or The Breakfast Club?
Wow, bro, that's actually a tough one. You know what, dude? I'm gonna have to say it's been one of my favorite movies of all time. Can't Buy Me Love.
I knew you were gonna say.
Can't Buy Me Love. Dude, Ronald Miller is just Cindy Mancini was my first crush.
Oh, Cindy.
I love it when he's fixing Ronald Miller's hair and he's like, "All right, Donald, let's do this." He's like, "One more thing. It's Ronald, not Donald."
Yeah, oh my God, I got you so fired.
Remember they're on the side. She's doing his hair next to she's about to go in. They're about to go down the hallway, the cool hallway. She's like, "All right, Donald, let's do this." He's like, "One more thing. It's Ronald, not Donald." She's like, "Whatever."
So good. Breakfast Club, not.
Oh, Breakfast is incredible. It's right coming up second.
Yeah. It depends on your mindset. If I'm in like a kind of grungy, like everybody's down on me thing, I would go Breakfast Club. Looking for something uplifting, I would go Camp.
Good point.
Mid-dreamy. All right. Hey, man, it's a good show. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Great show today. What?
I said we got one more tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yes.
Last week I forgot about Friday. Remember, I thought we were out on Thursday, but we got it. We got one more day tomorrow.
One more day, brother.
You're locked in on something you want to get out of your system before we
I'll be locked in tomorrow for something good. Yes.
Okay, good. All right, everybody.
All right,
That's
Chinchy, I love you, brother. Everybody out there, thanks for listening. Great show today. See you guys tomorrow. See you, brother.
That's the show, man. That's the show, right?
That was good, man. Dude, if you could put together some of those clips too,
I got some of those clips. Even if we don't do some of those clips on us, I'll just clip stuff off anyway. You should put all that shit on your breakthrough floor.
Yeah, if you could get me some of that'd be great, dude. Like the charging, resiliency, all that stuff. Yeah,
dude, there's a gazillion of them.
Thank you, Chinch. If you could, that'd be great.
I will. I'm gonna do it,
bro.
Dude, this is what we do.
Dude, that'd be a good clip though, too, for us to put out
on us too. But I think extra stuff, even like No, my point is, if I do actually ask who does your website? Is it you and Sarah?
Sarah, yeah.
No, so my point is, I do a clip.
That'd be great. I'll put the clip on the website.
Yeah, no, but I can do the clip. The clip's got. I really think it's got to be like 59 seconds. Yeah. But I'm saying I'll do the full clip. The two things should go on your website.
Okay, that'd be awesome, dude. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
These clips for us, but I'm saying I'll extend them and let it be super fat.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Even a clip can't go on our.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do both, dude.
Okay, awesome, bro.
All right, dude. That was fun, man. Great job.
Great stuff, dude. Thanks, buddy.
See you.